Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Team Call. I'm Eilers-Heffner, and I'm a Sapphire Ambassador. And I really want to talk to you about belief in this process, belief in this business, as well as who you should be recruiting. So I'm a physical therapist by trade. I have a doctorate degree. I was working a schedule that fit our family's needs with little kids. I have 4 kids and they weren't all in school when I started this business. So I was working weekends. My husband was actually in school when I started this business. And so we had a schedule worked out where we were available to our children. One of us was available. And the grandparents would help, fill in the gaps if there were gaps. I loved what I was doing. I worked in a hospital. I've always been interested in science and medicine and all the gross things. They aren't gross to me. It's very interesting. And I loved working in the hospital and helping people. I have a background in pediatric physical therapy. I loved helping kids. I loved helping babies and parents navigate those challenges, as well as helping a child that didn't know any better than that his body didn't necessarily move in that typical pattern. It was just fun to help that kid play games and play baseball and ride a bike, very rewarding career. I got into teaching physical therapy at a college and university level. I loved it. I loved being with students. I loved that we had a great life. We did not have a ton of debt. Now I'm old, so it's a little different now graduating from PT school. A lot of PTs nowadays actually come out with quite a bit of debt, but we didn't have that. We didn't have a ton of school debt. We had 2 great, reliable, nice vehicles. We had a great house. We're in this house. It's stinking 4 bedrooms. It's big. We got a bit nice yard, a nice neighborhood. We had so much and we were so content, so happy with all of that. We saved for Disney. We saved and remodeled 2 bathrooms. We had what we needed and we were happy and very blessed. And we felt that. I loved meeting people in the hospital. I loved the coworkers. I loved our therapy coworkers. We had a great team setup going on. We worked really well as a team. We loved our patients. I loved meeting the patients and their families. Like I had the dream, right? So why would I be interested in making this pivot to Plexus? Well, I saw it. I saw the opportunity unfolding in front of me. Shortly after I started sharing and going silver, there was convention that very first year. And my biggest regret, you guys, is that I didn't go that very first year. I mean, I was only working the business like a month and I was like, convention, what's that? Tell me a little bit about it. And then I kind of chickened out and I didn't go. And then I saw pictures of convention and I saw people talking about convention and I had huge FOMO, like major FOMO. So definitely that is my biggest regret in Plexus, and not knowing about Plexus sooner. I didn't know about Plexus. I wish that I had, because it would have helped me. So not only was I working full time, helping my husband get through school, raising 4 little babies from 6 down to 1, but I was in discomfort, severe pain. I was battling autoimmune issues. But no one knew, because I was afraid of losing my job if I couldn't perform my job. And so I didn't let the pain get me down. I found ways to cope. I found ways to manage. And, I could figure out how to move differently. I would take medication to get my body feeling okay so I could do work. I would team up with a coworker if it was a heavy patient, whatever. So I never did anything unsafe, but I definitely was concerned. If people know that I have rheumatoid arthritis, then I'm going to lose my job. And so it was kind of crazy. Like it didn't feel good to be in that position either. However, Plexus helped me a ton. So my testimony is in Gut Health, Happiness, and Beyond. You can check it out. I have a video. I have a couple write-ups in there. So you can check that out. So I'm no longer in severe pain all of the time. Praise the Lord. I'm so, so grateful for my integrative doctor and for Plexus. So I saw this amazing business opportunity. I saw people go having these special gifts and these special things at convention, like the gala. And I'm like, what in the world? That looks so fun. I want to dress up. I saw people getting their Lexuses And then I saw Hawaii. So all in a matter of a few months, all of this is just, I'm seeing it. And I am like, I can do that. I already like to talk about healthy things. I can get on Facebook. I can learn how to do some posting over here, And so that just drove me to want to help others with these products and this opportunity. I could use my gifts in teaching. I could have flexibility. I would put my kids to bed and I would do my IPA. I just made it work. It didn't take me having to get a babysitter to go work more hours outside of my home as a PT. I didn't want to leave my kids any more than I already was. And I desperately wanted some time with my husband. That was the biggest challenge with my position, is that we didn't have a lot of time together. And the other thing is that my husband didn't have a lot of belief in this business or opportunity either, not at first. He was very skeptical. He was like, well, what are you doing? What do you mean you want to go on this trip? Like, it was a little like, it was me just saying, like, it's okay. Like, I can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to work through it. I'm going to help some people. And it took him a while, you guys. It really did. It took him until Emerald before he was like, okay, and now he experienced convention as a gold and senior gold ambassador, where we sat in the nosebleed section. We waited 3 hours in line at the convention store, like, meaning he waited in line and I shopped. And then we became an Emerald family, and we had direct checkout at the convention store, private shopping, and a Jewel lounge to hang out with, as well as Jewel seating. Instead of waiting in line to get into the convention sessions, we would just walk right in and go to our Jewel seating. So huge eye opener for him. And it wasn't just the perks of being a Jewel. It really was this, oh my goodness, he saw me excited and succeeding and saw that, okay, she is really good at this. So my encouragement to you is that you don't have to have this full-on huge support of every single close person in your life to still be successful, because you're going to continue to drip that success and drip that vision onto your husband or your mom or your best friend or whomever it is, so that they can build their belief too. Now, the last 2 months, I haven't worked. I have been home. I mean, I've worked Plexus. I've been with my family, but I have not worked in the hospital. I retired at 42. I have been so blessed with this. We've been able to go on amazing date nights and not worry about staying up too late, because I don't have to go to work the next day. We're driving around our Lexus now, like, dream come true, you guys, like, unbelievable. We're having coffee dates again, just my husband and I. We are going on vacations more regularly as a family. We're going to the beach as a family. It's so freeing. It's this huge freedom. And I tell you what, 2020 working in a hospital was not a walk in the park, if you can only imagine. And I hung in there for a little while because I just had some financial goals that I had for myself. I had things that I just really wanted to see happen. And now I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, how did I do it all? Like, I mean, I've done calls on how I did it all. You can go back to the priorities and time management, but I'm so much less stressed, I guess. And I feel truly free. I feel that I have truly found some time freedom. And my encouragement to you is that you don't have to look for every single person that is living paycheck to paycheck and drowning in debt. And those are not necessarily your go-to business builders. Like, are you going to talk to them? Absolutely. Who are you going to recruit? Everyone. That is the answer. You are going to recruit everyone that you possibly can, because these products and this opportunity is life-changing. End of story. But you also want to look for people that already are in a great job and have a great life and are very grateful and thankful and driven and passionate, because those are people that are going to hopefully catch this vision of Plexus a little quicker, a little easier, and they are going to see what we see. They're going to see what I saw, and they're going to want to run with that as well. So we all have done it. I think there's a lot of like yellow personalities, and those yellow, we want to help people. So we see our friends struggling from day to day with their health or their finances, and we're like, come do Plexus with me, come do Plexus with me, come do Plexus. And yes, they can. However, if we're only recruiting people that are in desperation in their health and their finances, if that's all, then you have a lot of work to do. And it's not undoable, but you have a lot of work to do. So my encouragement is look over here and find your people that are successful and passionate, because we can always give more. Okay, I don't need any more money, but I can give more. I can give to orphan ministry. I can give to other ministries that I'm passionate about. I can help people have clean water. I can help people have clothing. Whatever it is that we want to have, be able to give to, then we have that. And the other thing is that if you don't have $1,000 to pay some unexpected weird bill that comes up, then you're not financially free. That's not financially free. That's not financial freedom. We had a huge storm go through here last week. We're in Michigan. I guess it was one of the top 5 worst storms in Michigan in the last like 100 years or something. Our subdivision alone lost 33 trees. We were able to get our tree cleaned up with a couple of friends helping us, but we were calling around to tree services, and I can guarantee we were going to look at least a $500 bill. And to some people, to get a tree taken care of would be very challenging for them to be able to do. That's not financial freedom. How many of you have helped someone sign up who's like, I can't sign up until Friday with my $100 Plexus order because I have to get paid first? That's not financial freedom. So you have to drip this vision to them. We want to make sure that we aren't just recruiting these people that are living on Coke every day. Like, yes, recruit them. I'm not saying not to, but you have to look for people that are also along a healthy track too. Okay. And what can you do? So what can I do to even help these people that are not financially free and that are sick? Or what am I going to do about helping this other person that's super passionate and healthy and is financially secure? How am I going to help them see this vision of Plexus? Well, you're going to develop your influence. So you want to read How to Win Friends and Influence People. You're going to read Becoming a Person of Influence by John Maxwell. And you're going to recruit from a red, confident, and excited and driven perspective. So you're going to make sure that you have unshakable, undeniable belief in these products and this opportunity. So if you are wavering in that at all, then you need to get into Gut Health, Happiness, and Beyond. You need to read some testimonies. You need to talk to your upline, and you need to watch some diamond documentaries. You need to get in there. You need to talk to us, talk to your Jewel upline, or get in contact with however you can. We're available. You're going to be very passionate, excited. You're not going to say, hey, I don't know, you might want to try some of this pink drink with me. I think it might help you. No. Hey, you know what? Have you looked at how gut health is related to migraines? I was just reading some really interesting thing. Have you thought of looking into it? I would love to help you get started with some great gut health products. You're being confident and you're offering a solution. People are busy. We're being onslaught with school starting now, and this kid needing this list of supplies and this one needing this list of supplies. We have all these things going on in our brain. We have our bills to pay, all these things, right? Make it easy for people. Offer a solution. Hey, I noticed that you're always drinking a huge coffee in the morning, but then later you have stated that you don't necessarily feel super awesome. Have you thought about replacing that with some Plexus? I'd love to show you some options, and I'd love to help you feel better. Don't make people like come to you. Offer that solution to them. I want you to work on having really good retention and customer service with your people. We have systems in place right in the team page. There's the customer care. There's the 10 points of contact. Go through the 10 points of contact. Put alarms in your phone, write it in your planner, write it on your calendar, whatever it is that you need to do. But helping people stay consistent and using their products on a regular basis is going to help you have good retention as well as helping them work through any adjustments that their body may require, which is not abnormal, but it's definitely easy to tweak some things. Okay. You want to help them find a win. So there's a win in our skin, our sleep, our hair and nail growth, our energy level, the way our pants fit, the way our clothes are fitting. Like, I did not join Plexus to lose weight. I joined Plexus to help with my joint pain and to feel better. And I saw amazing ingredients in these products that my doctor was already recommending some of them, right? So we want to help people see the beauty of these products and healing our bodies from the inside out. Managing those expectations, help them use their perks points. Don't let your people sit there and have 1,200 perks points, you guys. That is not why they're there. Those are there for people to try a new product and fall in love with something else. Get their Joyum for free, get the collagen for free, add ease if they can have shellfish. If they're not allergic to shellfish, we all need to be on ease. End of story. Lifesaver, it has kept me off Motrin. So that is really fabulous. And managing that expectation too, when you have a new Fast Start Silver, for the last several months where people have made $400 for helping 3 people get started, that's incredible. That is mind-blowing. However, if they don't continue to add to their team or help those 3 people have 3 people, then the following month they're making about $45, which honestly is still incredible. Like, that is still extremely generous of Plexus. It's a little bit more now, actually, with the 6 points for a 100 PV order. However, we're going to stay about $45. So if they go from $410 down to $45 the next month, but they are blindsided by that information, it may not go over well. And so we want to manage those expectations. And we're in the business of blessing and helping people. So really what we want to do is help our people then help their people go silver, so that we're all adding to our teams and that we're all helping to have good retention. You're also going to have much better retention when you have having people ordering under them and with them, because it's going to give them money back every month. And that's exciting and encouraging, and it helps them stay on their products. Like, I would rather have $45 off of my order, right, than to pay the full $100. But we all know that the sky's the limit, or I wouldn't be sitting here retired from a fabulous job, right? So definitely making sure that we're managing those expectations as well. You know, and I came from a corporate healthcare. We saw so much, you guys. We saw that we worked. I could have been volunteered to do this project and that project and over here, and I wasn't going to get paid anymore doing extra work than someone who's just coming in and doing the normal like PT job. There wasn't this like extra bonus or extra perk. There was always this, I am still working for the corporation. I wasn't working for myself. Now, physical therapy, the world of therapy, the world of nursing attracts a lot of really good people that want to do the right thing and that want to help people and go above and beyond. So we had a really great network of people working together, doing what was right for the patients. End of story. That is truly what was happening. I saw that over and over and over and over again. But we were all still working for the corporation. We had very, very minimal flexibility. And your flexibility for us personally was kind of up to our manager. So sometimes she was flexible with this person over here, but then not necessarily with this one over there. And with network marketing, with Plexus, we have the opportunity of 100% flexibility. I can get up at 9 a.m. if I want, or I can get up at 6 a.m. I'm not tied to an alarm clock of, hey, you have to be at work at a certain time, punching a clock. We had, you didn't have as much flexibility in being able to care for your children, or if a school event came up or this or that. I mean, it got to the point when I left my job that if I didn't know like months and months in advance to get a day off, then I didn't get the day off, because we couldn't have people off. We were shorter staffed and the demands were higher. And so my flexibility was becoming less and less the longer I worked in the field. Even with home care physical therapy, yes, I have the flexibility to go to those patients' homes when I want to, but I still had to you would still have to complete so many visits in the week. And so it still has to be done, right? And you can't show up at someone's house typically at 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. So you still are limited in that flexibility, where Plexus is true flexibility. Talking about the business. This is another thing I want you to do. You have to talk about the business. You have to show people that your friends are driving Lexuses. That might not be a super huge motivator for you. Like I am not necessarily a car person. Like I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get our Lexus. Like we had 2 good cars. One of them was a lease. We couldn't just go break our lease and go get a Lexus. But now I have it and I'm like, man, this is really nice. Like I so appreciate it, but it wasn't necessarily a huge driving factor for me to go get a Lexus. Where some people that speaks highly to them. I know at work, the girls were like, a $2,000 shopping spree, like super blown away about the $2,000 shopping spree. I'm like, do you know what I make every month though? You guys haven't been reading these posts and seeing this income disclosure? Like, look at this. They were excited about the cars and the shopping sprees. Talking about the community, you need to share the community that we have of supporting one another, of gathering on Monday nights and saying, oh my gosh, I just heard from my friend Elizabeth and this is her story, right? You need to share that we're here and we're in this together and that we're linking arms and that we're running together. And you're going to certainly do that with the people that are right under you and at your side, okay? Now, if you haven't been one to post about the community and post about the business and you've only posted about the products, remember it's going to take time for your audience to see that change and for it to sink in. So it's just like planting our seeds in the spring and harvesting and watering and protecting them and weeding and taking care of everything all summer. And then we get our harvest in the fall. So just don't think, well, I'm going to start posting about the business and then these business builders are going to show up on my doorstep. Well, I really hope so for you. I really, truly do. That would be so awesome. But more than likely, you're going to have to continue to drip the opportunity in this business with your people and your close friends. And then that harvest will come, but it may not be instantaneous. So you have to trust the process in this and believe in the process. Just like my husband had to hang in there and I was dripping and like tugging at him and pulling and showing him. And then finally it all clicked for him, right? It can take some time. So believe in the process and trust the process. Get on the phone with your people. I know some of this is like a review, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it's only 9:24. Get on the phone with your people. Get on the phone with your new product users. Get them talking, because you're going to hear more about their weird detox or their concern or their wins or all of it if you're on the phone with them more than in Messenger. So schedule a call within that first couple weeks of them getting started on their products. Also, make sure you're talking on a regular basis to your workers. So Jamie has done a couple of really great coaching, like specific how to coach your team calls. Go review them for sure. And then helping your workers drawing their own conclusions. That's something that Jamie really talked about. But we want them to identify who it is that they want to link arms and do this business with. So that's what I've been having my girls do. Like, you don't have to tell me right now, but who can you think of in your life that you want to go to Hawaii with or Mexico with or convention or drive around in your Lexus with? Like, who are those people? Like, think about it and then start making sure you're making those connections with those people. If you are wavering at all in your belief, then borrow mine. Borrow mine. You guys, I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that I was going to be a physical therapist. When I was about 15, I went to a camp and there were children who had physical disabilities and they were the campers and I was the buddy. And so I dressed my little girl. She was like a year younger than me. I took her to the bathroom. I showered her. I made sure she was eating, took her to the bathroom again. Like, I put her in her bed. I was caring for her. And I was like, there were 2 therapists, a husband and wife that I met all those years ago, I'm still friends with, and they're physical therapists. They're retired now. And I was like asking them questions. I'm like, so I can do physical therapy with children? Okay, I'm on board. And I was, like I said, I was always interested in medicine, science stuff. So I knew from the time I was 15, I was going to be a PT. And I had people doubt me along that road too. But it happened. And I was always very confident and sure that that's the path I was going. And so for me to even have this pivot in my life is just still blows me away. Like I'm still blown away that I'm not tied to going to a job every weekend. That was the last 14 years I was working weekends. And it's just amazing and incredible, as well as the products that have helped help my family. My son is weaning off his thyroid medications. We are like on the roll here to just more and more blessings. And the other thing that I love about Plexus is that it is a blessing for blessing business. So I am blessing someone by helping them get started on these amazing products and into this opportunity, as well as I'm getting a blessing of financial or prizes or both or whatever, right? I'm reaping that benefit and that blessing as well. It's a blessing for blessing. So we can all buy our leggings at Walmart or on Amazon. We can buy our lipstick from an online store, right? Do I love my lipstick? Yeah, but it isn't going to change my life. Are those leggings really going to change my life? Probably not, but this is. And so we can feel so confident knowing that this is a solution to so many problems. So you guys have a great night. I appreciate you jumping on.